Alright lads, welcome back to Ben Does FM. Are we having a little push for Europe? We couldn't win a game start of the season. We were absolutely useless. We went away, made a few changes, and now we've had one defeat in our last 8. We've got a huge game coming up against Aston Villa. Can we have a little dig at Europe this year? Fellas, as I just mentioned, one defeat in our last 8 games, and that was against the Brentford side at home, where we absolutely battered them, but just couldn't score. They had one shot on target. I think it was one shot in the whole game, actually, and they scored from it. So, disappointing to lose that game. But as I said, we've got Aston Villa coming up now, which we're going to play on camera. We're 4 points behind them. So, if we win that, obviously we go a point behind them, and we have got a very, very outside chance of making the European spots. One defeat in 8, as I said. We've played the likes of Spurs, Man United, Liverpool in that run as well. So we've played some big teams. It's not like we've had an easier run in Premier League terms. I'm confident we could have a little run. This game will tell us a lot. If we go back-to-back defeats, might be a little bit too far. That will then become, obviously, 7 points to Aston Villa. So, yeah, it might be a little bit too far this season. But with the squad that we've built now and... yeah, just recent results. We're not too far off these European places. I know I just said there the squad that we've built now. The reason why I say that is because, as you know, I wasn't very happy. Or I wasn't sure where we were in terms of the signings that we had made. But we're doing all right. We made some tactical tweaks, and they seem to have worked. So just to quickly go through those. We are now playing with 2 inside forwards, and the width is coming from our wing-backs. We've got both wing-backs on attack now. And we've got inside forwards. Now, they are playing. You can see that I've got sit narrow on both of those. So they're basically playing now inside, and the wing-backs are coming around the outside of them. So we're creating a huge overload and overlap on both wings. So that's the idea. That's the play style. We're still getting balls in the box. We're still being direct. So, yeah, that's the plan. It's working. We're doing all right. The tactical changes, I think we made them... yeah, it was after the run of games here against Chelsea, Arsenal and Man City. We made them for this Everton game. And I say it seems to have worked. So, we're happy with the tactical changes. We're a bit happier with the squad. And we're hanging on to European places. So, in this episode, as I mentioned, we're going to play Aston Villa because it's a key game. And then we will probably come back for the Boxing Day fixture against Wolves. And we might play the New Year's Day fixture against Newcastle. Just they're fixtures we all look out for in the calendar, aren't they? Who have we got Boxing Day and who are we playing New Year's Day? So we'll probably play those. So that's what we're going to get up to in this episode. Let's get into this Aston Villa away game. Right, here we go then, chaps. Away to Aston Villa. This is the team. Alvarez, Hogsberg, Pulido, Branthwaite, Hirambu, Morante, Martel, Seema, Octavio, Naheem and Makovic. That is going to be the team. As I've been saying, this is quite a big game in the sense of where we are in the league and are we going to be able to make a run for Europe? If we win or avoid defeat, I think we've got half a chance. Interesting that Villa are going with our old tactic, the 5-2-3. Corner to Millwall, see what we can do from this. Branthwaite has smashed it straight at Emi Martinez. We have nicked it back. I don't like the fact they're so high up the pitch. We've got to win that header. We have. Can we now break? Hirambu is trying to drive it forward. That is a great pass. If it's onside, oh my God, it was onside. Makovic has just missed an absolute sitter. Villa knocking it about. We haven't been able to get near him in that press. We haven't got too many bodies forward though, so I'm hopeful we can defend this. I just need to shut up, don't I, when I'm commentating. I don't know how Buendia has just picked this up on the halfway line and we've got no one closing him down. Harambu's been turned inside out and he's then just stuck it in the far corner. But we've let him run from the halfway line and haven't got anywhere near him there. The semi-usual story of we had a big chance just before, Makovic sticks it wide, they get in the box and Buendia just sticks it in the back of the net. And completely against the run of play, which is more disappointing. Right, free kick to Villa. It's gone to the back post. I don't know how they haven't stuck that in the empty net there. Last 20 minutes, we've done nothing, as I said, in this second half. We've not shown an ounce of attacking threat, which is very disappointing. Is it going to be 2 1-0 defeats on the spin? A few players out injured as well at the moment, so we haven't got a huge amount of depth on the bench. The 2 wing-backs have been awful in this game. Corner to Villa. And that is full-time. That is back-to-back 1-0 defeats, though this one we definitely did deserve to lose. Does that just tell us how far we actually are away from the European spots? So we're now 6 points behind them lot. It's going to be tough to close that, I think. I've said it a few times, but let's see how we get on. Right, Boxing Day fixture. Wolves at home. That is the lineup we're going with. Hogsburg, so the only changes are Varley Agali and Ekelenkamp has come in. Oh, and Ikone is playing as well. As I say, Boxing Day fixture, normally a fixture everyone likes to look out for. Wolves are down in 20th, so stone bottom of the league. They've got 6 points all year. They are rubbish by all accounts. So, another 1-0 loss pending. Right, this is the first highlight of the game. And it better be for us, because if we lose to bottom of the league, when I say bottom of the league, like we just said, they are absolutely miles bottom as well, almost certainly relegated. See if we can do something here with our first chance. I don't know how we've not scored there. It's bounced around. I thought we were going to score from the cross into the box. I don't know if it was a bad cross, but anyway, as first halves go against the side that are struggling at bottom of the league, it couldn't have been much worse. We offered little, to be perfectly honest. I'm in here. You know what's coming. Oh, we've done well to defend that. Is it now going to be an attack for us? We've broke really quickly. That's a great ball from Martel. If we can get this in the box quick. There he is. The boy that always arrives at the back stick. Abdallah Sima. Great header. It's a great ball in the box. I actually thought this was aimed for Otavio, but he's about 4 foot nothing and definitely didn't want to get his head on this. Seamer's just come in, steaming at the back post, and 1-0. It's not been a good game. We haven't been at our best, but the 3 points are all that matter at this stage. See if we can double our lead here. What has Jose Sarr done there? I don't think I've ever seen that on Football Manager. He didn't dive out of the way. He just... I mean, that's one of the weirdest goals I've ever seen on this game. Let's just watch this again. So Martel's had a shot from like 25 yards. Sarr just didn't try and save the first one. And, I mean, that's just weird. I don't know what he's done. Because he hasn't tried to save the first shot. And then he's tried to sort of save the rebound off the bar. Very weird. Right, Wolves looking to strike back straight away. They have. Is it offside, though, from that first ball over the top? I don't know if it is. I think that was quite tight. No, maybe it is offsides. Yeah, it's offsides. Would have made it a tense last 5-10 minutes. Oh, he's well offsides. Oh, no, he's actually not. It's very tight, that. I thought he'd got back in time. And that is the final whistle. 2-0 to Millwall. And we weren't great in that game, although Wolves offered absolutely nothing. We had, obviously, far more of the play and the better chances, but we won. That's about all I can say in that game. So, back to 4 points to the European spots. And we've got another big game now, New Year's Day against Newcastle, which we'll show you. We got absolutely spanked by them last time out. So, let's see how we get on in the return fixture and the home game. Newcastle at home then, fellas. New Year's Day, January 2027. Let's see if we can start the year off with a victory, shall we? We're going to go with Harambu at right back. The usual centre-half pairing. We're struggling with left backs at the moment. Might have to have a look and see if we can get someone in. Ekelenkamp and Martel in midfield. We're going to go with Otavio, Naheem and Simmer. And up top, Makovic. Not many changes. We haven't been great, I'll be perfectly honest. Right, let's see if we can start the year off with 3 points. The game we played in between this and the Wolves game was Southampton away, and we got absolutely battered and scored with the last kick of the game to make it 1-1. So we got something out of it, but we were rubbish. We definitely need to be better here against a much better Newcastle side. And we've gone 1-0 up. Makovic has stuck the ball away. That is a great start after 3 minutes. As I said, we were rubbish in the last game, so let's see how we get on here. We got spanked by Newcastle in the first game in the season. It wasn't even the first game of the season. I'm talking rubbish. That was an interesting choice of pass from Sancho. Just ran forward and just humped it into nothing. But we've given it away, and it does. We might have to move the wing-backs back to support. Because, we're in behind him. Makovic has got in, and he's absolutely just stuck it down the old Kent Road. I can't believe he's just done that. As I was saying, we might have to switch the wing-backs even to support, because we do get quite isolated down the wings. Anyway, corner to Millwall. Let's see if we can do anything here. Varley Agali into Naheem. He's put that wide. That's a good opportunity, that. By the way, as you can see there, as it stands, the European places are very, very tight. We're 2 points behind Aston Villa, who are in 7th, or Brentford now, who are on 33. So we're 3 points behind the European places. Villa do have a game in hand, though, so let's see how that plays out. We've just flapped at a corner there, which I'd never like. It normally ends up in a goal. And it has. It's just an FM thing, that. Every time you flap at a corner, free kick, anything, it always seems to end up in a goal, because they always pick it up again. Right, we've made all our changes now. Last 15 minutes, let's see what we can do. Corner to Newcastle here. Don't like this. Definitely don't like this. And Adam Wharton has scored his second goal of the season. A massive deflection. Alvarez had absolutely no chance, but we're now 2-1 behind. We've been bad again second half. It's a huge deflection off Branthwaite, I think. Why are we just letting Liv Morento just run at us? I have to look at these tactics, I think, because we seem to... Joe Linton scored at the back post. 3-1 Newcastle. We seem to let players run with the ball for a long way. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what's going on with our press, because we're not pressing. We've given that away so cheap. What's Isaac doing out wide? It's going to be 4-1 here. It's a good save. No, still 4-1. Joe Linton scored, and we've conceded 7 goals in 2 games against Newcastle. We have got a long way to go. We've been woeful since going 1-0 up. That is a 4-1 bashing by Newcastle. And I would almost say that is Europe out the window. Maybe we're getting a bit too carried away. We're comfortably clear of the relegation zone, which is probably the main thing. This first year is always about consolidating. My concern again is about the squad now. We're not doing very well. So then, fellas, that is the end of this episode. I did start with saying, were we an outside chance of getting into Europe? I don't think we have now. I think that's probably confirmed it. We're miles behind the likes of Newcastle. Albeit, I don't know how Brentford are there, by the way. They were so bad against us. As I said, one shot the whole game and they beat us 1-0. That's probably why they're there, though. Form has started to drop off. We've not been great in the last few games. We need to probably try and get some players in Jan. It's probably only going to be in the loan market. A couple of players to talk about. Charlie Creswell is on his way out. Looks like he's going to Sunderland for £8.5 million. That's a decent return on our investment last year. Only played £2.6 million for him. Got us promoted. He's not good enough for the Premier League. So he's going to Sunderland, how are they getting on in the Championship? They're 4th, so he'll do well at Sunderland. But anyway, he's going for £8.5 million. That'll push us up to just about 14 million, I think, maybe just under that. Once we get about 70%, it's about 14 odd million. So we'll see how much money we're going to have to spend in January. we need to improve. We need the attacking players so far this season have just not been good enough. Otavio's come in, started off really well, and has just dropped away. He's been useless in the last 5 games. So we'll probably look to move him on towards the end of the summer already, being 31. So, yeah, we're going to have a look. Maybe now we're pretty much safe. We might look to get the likes of Mateta Pepper in, playing a bit more. We'll have a little bit of a think. But anyway, that's the end of this episode. If you are new round here, as ever, please do subscribe to the channel. It will be hugely appreciated. If you're enjoying the content, if you get my words out, if you're enjoying the content, if you've enjoyed this episode, please put a thumbs up on the video. Also, give me a comment. Let me know where you think we need to strengthen in January, and do you think we're safe? I was going to hopefully ask the question about whether you thought we'd get into Europe. I think that's probably answered with this episode. Let me know if you think you're definitely safe. And yeah, hope you're enjoying it still. We're going to have a little rethink in the summer as to how we're going to progress the save, what we're going to do with it. But yeah, for now, as I said, let me know if you think we're safe. Where do we need to strengthen? And we'll see you on the next episode.